Hello and welcome back to Old Truthford, the home of honestly biased sports content. Today we are going to be covering the Everton v Man United Premier League game. The first game back after the international break. Woohoo. And we are ready. How are we all doing? I see you in the chat. I see you, Mackenzie. I see you, Suhan. I see you, Local Noob. Good to have you guys back. Local Noob, I want to know, have you got the buttery popcorn out? Yes or no? Mackenzie, you've smashed your toe kicking a wall. Okay. Right. Good start. Good start. Why did you kick the wall, Mackenzie? How have we not asked Mackenzie why he kicked the wall yet? We need to know. Mackenzie, why did you kick a wall? Suhan, how you doing, my friend? Nice to see you again. It's good to be back. It's good to be back. Man United match day, here we go. I'm feeling fairly confident going in today, and I'm feeling even more confident having watched Tottenham currently be 2-1 down to Aston Villa. Things you love to see. Arsenal as well. If Brentford could have just like hung in there for a few more minutes. Oh, if only. But it's all right. The tide is changing. The tide is turning, rather. And Manchester United are about to be back on top. Mackenzie, I was running up the stairs and my foot hit the wall. I don't know how you've managed that, mate, but yeah, bloody hell. Hope you have a solid recovery. Hope the rehab goes well. Yeah, Godspeed. But yeah, let's run through the lineup. Exciting lineup today. We've got Onana in net, Lindelof and Maguire at the back, which was predicted. I'm sure people will make a big hullabaloo about Varane not starting again, but we already know what the situation is. Maguire's in better form. Maguire starts. Simple. Shaw, left back. Shaw returning back to the side after a few months out. Things you love to see. Now, questionable, but we got to back it. Delot starting at right back. I don't know if Wan-Bissaka's still ill. I don't know if he's picked up a knock, but what has Delot done to deserve to continue to start at right back if Wan-Bissaka is fit? That's my question. Like, Wan-Bissaka's had decent performances when he's come back in, so not too sure about that one, but we move. So, the position that we all wanted to see who would fill in for. Now, I predicted Amrabat. I thought, okay, Ten Hag will choose the safe option. Go with Amrabat. It's more likely not to cause up too much controversy. But Ten Hag has shown yet again he's willing to give the youth a chance. And here we are. Kobbie Mainoo makes his first start for the Manchester United first team. And I don't know if he'll be playing slightly further forward or maybe McTominay will be playing slightly further back, but I think Mainoo is more likely to start a bit further back. So it's interesting to see him in the side nevertheless. Yeah, Local Noob mentioned it there. I hope he doesn't play Kobbie at number 6. He's much better and more creative as a box-to-box rather than McTominay. As much as I agree with you, and I'd probably say, okay, Mainoo could be more creative than McTominay, the only counterpoint to that would be who's more likely to make a mistake if they're further back, McTominay or Mainoo? And we've already seen McTominay give away 2 or 3 penalties this season. So I don't know, maybe Ten Hag's just playing Mainoo further back because he knows that he just can't rely on McTominay being that far back. But yeah, we've got McTominay, Fernandes and Mainoo in the midfield. I really like that midfield. And I'm going to be watching Mainoo like a hawk today because I hope he can actually put his stamp on this team. But yeah, also, it's quite interesting because we signed Amrabat. Everyone was very very focused on Amrabat in the summer. Everyone was pushing for him. And now Mainu is starting over Amrabat in the team. So it shows you how highly Ten Hag actually rates him. As for the front three, we've got Garnacho on the left, because I don't think we've ever properly seen Garnacho start on the right. We've got Martial up front, Højlund still coming back from his hamstring injury, I believe it was, and Rashford on the right-hand side. Now, Rashford and Martial have been playing in the same team together for years now, so they do have fairly good link-up play, and they'll know where each other will be. So I'm expecting a few goals today, to be honest. Out of this lineup, I think we can expect a few goals. I just hope we can't concede any goals either. Shaw's going to be a big boost. Shaw's going to be a big boost in the team. Obviously, our main defensive worry is Diogo Dalot. Can he actually turn up? If we're set up to dominate possession, then maybe he won't really need to defend as much, but who knows? Fingers crossed. That's what you guys are saying. Local noob eating dinner right now. No buttery popcorn. Oh, man. Mackenzie. I was running up the stairs. Yep. Evan. Have Bruno in FPL. Hope he bags. I have Fernandes. I think Fernandes will have a good game. I'm particularly looking at Martial, though. I think Martial tends to have good games against Everton, if I'm not mistaken. Just watching this game, is it 2-2? Aston Villa? No, it's not. That was offside. Okay, so it's 2-1, still to Aston Villa. Things you love to see. Realistically, we want Aston Villa to win today because we know they're more likely to drop points further into the season than Spurs are, but a draw would be absolutely tasty as well. Suhan. Yeah, me too, but yeah, hasn't been his best, has he? Talking about Bruno. Local noob. I hope he doesn't play Kobe at number 6. He's much better and more creative as a box-to-box rather than McTominay. Yep. I wouldn't be surprised if Mainu impresses today, that when Casemiro eventually comes back, Mainu is the one challenging McTominay for his spot. So, Suhan, I still think Amrabat should be starting ahead of McTominay. Amrabat, I don't know. Realistically, the way Ten Hag's probably seeing it is, I need to score goals in order to win games, or my team needs to score goals in order to win games. And none of the forwards have stepped up this season. So he's probably thinking, I can't afford to take McTominay out of the team because he's one of our top scorers. And I think that's the main logic behind not taking McTominay out of the team. If Amrabat was scoring as well as McTominay, then I think Amrabat, yeah, he definitely would start over McTominay. But McTominay has shown, and he's still showing in pretty much all of the games that he plays for Scotland and United, if you give him a chance in the box, he'll at least get it on target, or he'll create it for himself. So it's one of those. You've got to weigh up, how do we increase our chance of winning? And at the moment, we increase our chance of winning by having McTominay in the team. Suhan, still think Amrabat should be starting ahead of McTominay. Yep. Mackenzie, Boldy should be starting left back over Shaw. Bloody hell, Mackenzie, what are you smoking? Local noob, how are you, my admin friend? I'm absolutely fine, thank you, local noob. I've just been sitting here in my virtual world waiting for Man United to play a game of football again. It's been a long 2 weeks. It's been a very long 2 weeks. Mackenzie, give Shaw some time to feel his way back in. Yeah, there was an argument for that, isn't there? There was an argument to not rush Shaw, but I think Ten Hag doesn't tend to rush players back from injury, though. Like, he was very patient with Martial last season, even though we all know that we could have done with him in certain games. Same with Rashford. I don't think Ten Hag is the type of manager to rush injured players back. And that was one of the criticisms under Solskjaer, that he did make players play with injury. injuries. New trim, new Rashford. Exactly. Well, I mean, Rashford's getting back with his bird. He's got a new trim. All the signs are there that it's going to be a pretty good game today. And we will be here for it. Okay. Evan, you think Erik ten Hag sees a bit of Frankie de Jong in Mainu? I think we need to just etch out Frankie de Jong from our memories because it appears as though he's the new Wesley Sneijder, where every single summer while we've got Ten Hag, we're going to be linked to Frankie de Jong, or people are going to be asking about Frankie de Jong, and it's like that ship sailed and it was never really there to begin with, to be honest. If a player doesn't want to come to a club, then yeah. But to answer your question, do I think that he sees Frankie de Jong in Mainu? I don't know. The clips I've been seeing of him, dare I say it, I think Frankie looks like a young Paul Labile Pogba. I mean, I think he's got that physicality. He's still very young and he can still grow into his frame, but Mainu, without a doubt, he's a baller. He's a proper baller. The passes you see him making in the under 18s and the reserves and stuff, like those will be effective in top level games, and we're going to see that tonight. Well, this afternoon. Calum, hello. Delo starting from FPL. Oh god. Welcome back, Calum. You are officially out of the shadow realm. Mackenzie's going to be keeping an eye on you. No dodgy stuff today, okay? Mackenzie is our head of recruitment, so best be on your best behaviour, Calum. Suhan, I wish Aaron Wan-Bissaka was starting. Yeah, me too. I can't think of why. I get it. Ten Hag wants to play like possession-based football, and maybe he thinks that Delo. But Wan-Bissaka was doing everything Delo was doing when he came in, and he also has the defensive aspect. So I can't see why Wan-Bissaka wouldn't be starting unless he's like picked up a knock or he's still slightly recovering from the illness that he had, or I don't know. Okay, now we're into the topic of what's dodgy and what's not dodgy. What is everyone's score prediction for today's game? I want to see what you guys think. I'm going for a 2-0 victory. I'm on the edge of a 3-0, but I'm going to go with 2-0. Mackenzie's going for a 2-1. Okay, so also coming to the closing minutes of the Tottenham Aston Villa game. Tottenham do have a lot of goals past the 90-plus minute mark. Let's have a quick look at what the Premier League table looks like at this stage. Okay, a win today, and we are 4 points off top 4. And a win today, and we are 2 points off plucky Tottenham, plucky title challenging Tottenham. Big Ange. Ooh, Big Ange. He's got an Australian accent. Woohoo. Yeah. We are that far away from it. So I'm looking forward to getting the win today. Suhan going with a 3-0 Bruno man of the match. Beautiful. Diego, welcome back, my friend. Welcome back. 3-1 to the lads. Another win to build on. I like it. I like it already. Tashunde, I hope we finally find a way to pocket Iwobi, but I'm going for a scary ending 2-1. Oh, Iwobi, you just know that they're going to target Delovo. You just know it's going to happen. Again, keeping my mind open. Sure, Delo could surprise me, but you know that they're going to target that side. Fortunately, we've got an on-form Harry Maguire to prevent anything from happening. So it's going to be a comfortable 2-0/3-0 victory today. Stats behind the stats back us up. If we beat Everton, then Everton will be the first team in Premier League history to lose 40 times against a single opposition. So we are going to not only beat Everton, we're going to create history, and then we will laugh at all of the Ten Hag outers yet again. Caleb, where are my 10 Old Truthford tokens? They are in the post, my friend. The low goal. Oh, Caleb, come on, mate. Get your head out your Mein Kampf, okay? Man, Tottenham really are useless, aren't they? I mean, you got a feel for them because a lot of their quality players have been injured, but at the same time, like they've just completely capitulated at the first sign of struggle, really. Tashunde, Mainu to have a stellar game. Was really hoping to see Bayendir start. Tashunde, can you or can anyone answer this? Why is everyone? Because I'm seeing a small niche of people like hyper focused on Bayendir starting. I know that we've got to give him some games so that he gets used to the Premier League, and he's not a bad keeper by any means, even though obviously rival fans will post all of the compilations and stuff, which you could do with any goalkeeper ever. But why is there a bit of a push for him to start? Like, he will get his chance when Onana eventually does go to the African Cup of Nations, so it's not as though he's not going to have any games this season. Yeah, Tottenham looking frantic here. It's definitely looking like an Aston Villa 2-1 win. Aaron, how you doing, man? Hey, mate, this is the game that changes everything. Absolutely, my friend. Absolutely. I think this is the one where, well, we begin our top four charge, and then depending on how well we actually begin to play and how much, I don't know, how much quality we show, as well as how many players come back from injury all at the same time. If we go on a good run now over Christmas, which, to be honest, we actually tend to do. I think that we do, at this time of year, United always do tend to go on good runs. It's just towards the end of the season where there's a bit of a capitulation, but I think we're going to go on a good run. Also, it's kind of, it's quite telling of Ten Hag to play Mainu in this game, because you think about the start of the season, a lot of injuries happened, but most notably, Mainu in pre-season got injured. And the fact that Ten Hag's playing him pretty much 2 weeks after he's returned from injury, it shows that he's always been a part of his it's always been a part of his plan to include Mainu. So I'm quite happy about that. Third max this season if we play well, says Aaron. Yeah, unfortunately, I'd probably agree. I think that to expect more after the slow start, to expect more than third at this stage, I think that is optimistic. It's not impossible, It is optimistic though. We'd have to see a big capitulation from rivals to get that far. Like, what would have to happen? Arsenal's got a pretty deep squad. Who would have to get injured for Arsenal for us to even consider getting even higher? I don't know. Godspeed, Caleb. Hopefully you find the Lord, my friend. Rice. Yeah, Rice. I think Rice would probably have to be that player, but Rice's injury record isn't really that bad either. And Man City, maybe Haaland, but they've still got Alvarez to fill in for him. It is looking like a third max season again. I could see us finishing fourth and Liverpool finishing third, but Liverpool have just had a few big injuries as well, haven't they? Their goalkeeper, Alisson, pulled up with like a hamstring injury, I think, and one of their defenders. Caleb's gone. Tell Anne Frank she can come out now. Shinde. Personally, he is better than Onana. Wow, okay. You think Bayindir is better than Onana? He makes mistakes, as all people do, but how many mistakes or easy goals does one let in before we just give him some time to sort himself behind the scenes? Yeah, it's true. Goalkeepers and strikers are very similar. It's all about confidence. It's all about like having that one moment and then it can completely change everything. Like Paul Scholes mentioned it with Onana and that penalty save in the Champions League, I believe it was, or I don't know, all the games are merging into one, but that penalty save in that pivotal game, that completely changed Onana's performances, and ever since he's looked very, very strong. So I think hopefully it'll be the same for our forwards as well. But to think Bayindir is better than Onana, that is a bold shout. I'd have to actually watch him play for United before I come to that conclusion. Diego, ooh, look at me, Big Ange. I say mate all the time, and this is how we lose. Play. Oh yeah, but they're so brave and plucky Tottenham. Oh, good for them. Good for them. We will be 2 points behind them. We will be 2 points behind title challenging Tottenham with a win today. So yeah, I hope all of the pundits give Ten Hag the same credit. They won't, for obvious reasons, because they don't want to see Man United fans happy. But yeah, Big Ange. I love it how this is one thing that, like, I don't like it when people put all of the problems surrounding the club on like English media, or when they say, "Oh, the media saying this, media." All of this and that. But one thing that the English media does do is that it builds people up to then crush them. And I think with Ange, he's had his moment in the sun where people have built him up and they said, oh yeah, he's so charismatic, Australian accent, yeah, everything's just clicking. But we can see now that, okay, you take two players out of his team and he can't get results. So... But at the same time, we can't take credit away from Aston Villa. They're playing very well this season. Shinde, of course, he looks great in training, but our forwards aren't that good. To say he's facing absolute goal scorers, but we shall see. We shall see. I hope Bayindir can come in and maybe push Onana even more. Hopefully, that's the case. Suhan, admin, what are your thoughts on Greenwood's loan ending in January? I think we'll probably just do another loan. Will he come back? We've got so many options on the right-hand side, but we've got Anthony, we've got Pellistri, we've got Ahmad. Unless we were to sell Martial and then maybe bring in Greenwood, but it would have to be a decision made by Jim Ratcliffe. Jim Ratcliffe would have to decide, oh, okay, Mason Greenwood will be staying with us. So, because he and his consultants are in control of the football operations now. So, or they will be. So, I don't know. My guess would be the Greenwood loan just gets extended again, because if he just keeps performing well, then we're going to get more money for him when we eventually sell him, or he will be brought back into the side, and there'll be some kind of a piece let out where him and his partner do an interview. I don't know. I don't know. There's too many question marks. It's hard to predict that one. Aaron, you know what's not talked about is that Alvarez has won the treble and World Cup, which is crazy. Yeah, he's completed football. He's pretty much completed football. What's crazy to think of as well is if we listened to Rangnick, Alvarez would have been ours for like 15 million quid. That's mad. Because I remember Rangnick saying that he wanted to sign Alvarez and he wanted to bring in a striker, but they wouldn't let him. They wouldn't let him sign anyone. Diego, pundits won't even give Ange the same heat Erik ten Hag got. Oh no, of course he won't. Like, but then Roy Keane said it exactly. I think Roy Keane on the overlap or something said something on the lines of Ange hasn't surprised anyone with Tottenham because there were no expectations. So he hasn't surpassed expectations because there are none. So you can't really say that he's done amazing. It's more like they're just like, oh, okay, cool. And that's exactly what has happened with Ange. Because there are no expectations with Tottenham, the fact that they were doing so well meant that everyone was just like, okay, well, this is great, good for you, but it's meaningless. Whereas with Man United, because there are expectations on the club, obviously, being the greatest team to have ever played the beautiful game, when we don't win a game, everyone just melts down. What I don't like is seeing our own fans melt down, though. That's quite sad. Mackenzie, so many options that are shizzle or injured. Aaron Rangnick was the one man with Erik ten Hag to change his team. Mackenzie, Rangnick should have been on the board, but the Glazers didn't like how he criticised them. Yeah, I think he fell out with John Murta as well, which is interesting. It is interesting because I'll tell you why it's interesting. There were photos as well, if you remember, when Rangnick was here, of him sitting with Paul Mitchell, watching like a United Academy game or something. And I just find it funny that Rangnick fell out with our current football director, John Murta, and at the same time he was chilling with what is looking to be our future footballing or sporting director, Paul Mitchell, which is quite funny. It shows Rangnick was ahead of, not ahead of his time, but ahead of realistically what we needed. Everything Rangnick said was true. But then at the same time, we all knew this. Everything that he said wasn't revolutionary. It wasn't as though he said, oh, we need to clear out the squad, and everyone thought, oh, wow, yeah, he's absolutely right. No, nobody ever thought of this before. Like we all knew that we had to clear out the squad. We had Matic, we had Mata, we had all of these aging old players who were providing nothing on the pitch, and it seemed like the only reason we kept them was because they trained well or something like that, and financial reasons. So I think yeah, Rangnick was a good catalyst for the team, but yeah, I do wonder why Rangnick left. I think it's probably because of a bust up with John Murta more than anything. I think that he would have done well with Ten Hag if they did pair up with each other. Because Ten Hag also phone up Rangnick before he was officially appointed as manager, and they had a conversation to discuss what the squad was actually like. So Ten Hag obviously valued Rangnick's opinions, and yeah, I think Rangnick. Well, I think anyone would have struggled in the job that he was given. I think he's gonna get a bad rep as an actual manager for Manchester United, because he was just an interim manager, and like none of the players respected him, and like when you've got someone like Cristiano Ronaldo saying, I have no idea who you are and stuff, it's going to be hard to get the players on side, isn't it? And we all saw with Ranić as well how he wanted to play with the players in the 4-2-2-2 formation. But yeah, when he wanted to keep doing it, the players said that they didn't understand it, so he just kind of had to give up on that and play the football that the players wanted to play, so that he could keep the changing room happy. And yeah, it was a complete mess. So I feel sorry for him, but he's obviously a class person, class footballing mind. Mackenzie, he left because of a fallout. They didn't want someone on the board that criticised the club in its entirety. Yeah, probably. Rashford with the new trim. It's looking a bit interesting, you know. I just seen it on the TV. Kind of looks like he's made his hair a bit ginger. But yeah, no, I'm excited to see how we perform today. I'm very excited to see how Mainu performs. I hope he can actually make a stamp in his team. Do you know what would be mad? If Mainu properly had a man of the match performance today. Now, this is one thing that that's going to make me sound pretty negative and stuff, but one thing that the fan base does do is that when a youngster comes into the team, we are very keen to overhype them and claim that they're man of the match because they had like an 85% passing accuracy or something like this, and then call them a dictator. What I want to see is an actual effective performance from Mainu. I'm not going to give him man of the match if he just has a solid performance. I just want to see a 7 out of 10. I just want to see, okay, he's doing the basics right. And I want to see Delo not absolutely capitulate. Ravi, this is football heritage. It is. We do hype for youngsters, and it's good. It's one of the beautiful things about Man United, having belief in the youngsters. But we need to keep his feet on the ground for now, anyway. Oh, my toe! Oh, mate, my toe is throbbing. Use an ice pack, mate. Put your toe in rice, Mackenzie. That usually fixes things. Diego, I'm giving man of the match to a player whose name rhymes with Bainu. No ifs and or buts. I like it, my friend. I like it. Ravi, feeling shaky about Martial and Delo starting. I'm confident with Martial starting because I think Martial with legs next to him can link up quite well. Garnacho, I've made a few comments about regarding his first touch. I'm hoping game on game that will improve, but the reason Garnacho and Martial don't link up that much is because when Martial wants to do these quick passes and triangles in and around the box, when he passes it to Garnacho, he doesn't really take it into his stride. He just lets the ball bounce off of him, and then they can't really link up all that much. However, Martial and Rashford do have a history together. They've been playing with each other for like 8 years, so they will be able to link up today. I'm excited to see that. I think Martial will have a good game today, to be honest. Delo, I am shaky. Yeah, I agree with you there, Ravi. I am very shaky with Delo. I think, if anything, we're probably going to concede down our left-hand side if we do concede. I'm confident with Shaw back. I'm confident with Lindelof, confident with Maguire. Onana has turned a corner. It's just Delo. I'm still yet to see a run of games where I think, oh, okay, he is defensively sound. Nick, good to see you, man. I hope Mainu impresses today. Give the starting 11 some competition. Yeah. I mean, for all we know, Casemiro could just be in this like slump / injury phase of his career because he doesn't really have anyone pushing him. Last season he didn't have anyone pushing him, and yeah, this season, if he has Mainu pushing him for competition, it could raise Casemiro's game as well. Diego, if it's Tony Gloves, admin knows we have had to see the business. You don't mess with Anthony Martial when he's wearing those black gloves, man. You don't do it. Sans gloves, though, can't promise much. Ravi, he's also young, though, Gonacho. He's got time to work on those finer details. Yeah, absolutely right. Absolutely right. I think he's just going to get better game on game. But that's one thing that I've personally noticed that is kind of preventing him from meeting his potential in games. We've seen it as well when he gets into one-on-one positions, but then just a heavy touch will mean that he's not in as good of a position as he could have been had he controlled it and taken it in his stride. Mackenzie, Delo is going to get spun all shapes all day. I hope not. I hope he proves me wrong, to be honest. I hope he proves me wrong. McNeil is going to ruin this man's career. Suhan, is Varane injured? Or are the rumours true? I don't even know at this point. There aren't even any rumours. Like, Ten Hag's been honest about it. It's literally the fact that he doesn't like playing Maguire at left centre-back. So Maguire will, in Eric Ten Hag's mind, always be a right centre-back. And if Maguire's a right centre-back, that's the same position that Varane plays. So it's whoever's performing better at the time will play in right centre-back. It's not a rumour, it's not a fallout, it's not anything like that. It's just literally who is performing better at this moment in time. Don't look at the history of the players, because if you look at the history of the players, obviously Varane is more decorated, so you'd think, oh, okay, play the more decorated player. But if we're looking at form, which is what we should do because you're only as good as your last game, then Maguire should start over Rafael Varane at this moment in time. And that's what Ten Hag's doing. And yeah, he's sticking to his guns, where a lot of people are questioning him about it. But we've been picking up points. Like, people are still questioning him about it, even though we're winning. So I don't really understand it. But there have been speculation that Varane's not happy, obviously, being benched. And I saw a report that came out from his camp saying that all he needs is a run of games and then he'll get back into the rhythm and he'll show good performances again, which could be their perspective of it. They could be saying to Ten Hag, oh, just give me a run of games and then I'll be better. However, it's a bit rich if they are saying that, because every time that we have given Varane a run of games, he's got injured within like 5 or 6 games. So I don't know what to make of it. If Varane's not happy having to fight for his place, then we all know he's going to Saudi Arabia pretty much. I've seen rumours as well that Bayern may be interested in him. Either way, if we can get 30 mil for him and invest it into a younger centre-back, then I'm happy with that, because even though Varane is obviously quality, we'd be lying if we said that he's not on the end of his career. Diego, McKenz, you need to ride the over/under through Delo Screamer. Don't bring that get spun energy to the chat. Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true. McKenz, you're trying to destroy our happiness here. Boo, Mackenzie, boo. Nick, comfortable with Maguire. A sentence I wouldn't think someone would say a year ago. I didn't think I'd say it either, to be honest, mate. Maguire's impressed me personally because, like, I'm gonna back the players as much as I can until I think, oh, okay, they should not be a Man United player anymore. So when Maguire was like doing all of that shiz for the past 2 years, I thought, okay, it's done. Like, And when the West Ham deal collapsed, I thought he's made such a grave error here, and it shows that he's doing it for all the wrong reasons. He's doing it for money. He's doing it for this. I think he deserves any criticism he gets. But fair play to him, because he doubled down. He lost the captaincy. He wanted personal terms with West Ham, what he believed he was worth. He backed himself. He put himself in a position where nobody in the fan base could back him anymore unless he performed. And he's performing, so fair play to him. And if the African MP can back Maguire, then so can we. Mackenzie, how I wish we had Villa's owners. It wouldn't take much to have better owners than the Glazers, to be honest. Dean, Mainu Masterclass will cement his place in team after today. I hope so, but at the same time, as long as he provides competition for Casemiro, that's what I want to see. I want to see them two battle it out for that midfield spot. Mackenzie, we've definitely had this conversation about Maguire and Varane before. I remember this word for word. Yeah. It's there's not much really to discuss with that. 2 minutes till kickoff. Let's get this board ready. Just go through your chats quickly. Ravi, was Wan-Bissaka injured? Intrigued why he's on bench. If he's fully fit, that is, considering Deleu's form. Yeah, me too. I'm still. I haven't had a chance to look at what Ten Hag said coming into this game. I'll see if I can pull it up now, because I do want to see if he's mentioned if Wan-Bissaka's injured or not. Dean, so many United fake stories, take with a pinch of salt. If it was that serious, he would be training with Sancho. Yeah, exactly. Like, Varane's not the type of person to kick up a fuss, but at the same time, he's a professional who's won it all, who does want to play football matches. So he's not gonna completely fall out with Ten Hag. He's just gonna have a disagreement, and I think that's what's happened here. It's more just a professional football player at the top of his game wanting to play and thinking, oh, I wish I was playing right now. Ravi, also glad to see Van der Beek on the bench too. I don't know, Ravi. Van der Beek's got to go, man. he's got to go, surely. He's surely got to leave in January. I think Fabrizio Romano even came out saying that he wants to play at a different club and he wants to get actual minutes. So, yeah, I think Donny van der Beek to Galatasaray is all but done at this point. Diego, so I'm learning about the Lucia Loy effect on Rash. If he bangs tonight, I've seen enough. Yeah, I'm settled with that. I want her to come to every game if he does score tonight. Just after that one Champions League campaign with Ajax, I'll die on this hill. I'm back from oh, Ravi, man. Oh, fair play for backing him, but I swear. I've had many a debate with people over the Instagram DMs about Donny van der Beek and his future. Okay, kickoff is about to happen. Let's get this sorted. Okay, Bruno Fernandes to kick us off. And here we go. First half is underway. Come on, United. It's already looking like a very physical game. Everton are well up for this. Jesus Christ, okay. Mackenzie, if Rashi bags tonight, he can never leave this woman again. Okay, Maguire pushing up from the back. Delo plays it back to Onana. Fernandez out wide to Rashford. Rashford back to Fernandez. Fernandez to Martial, who finds McTominay in the box. McTominay pushed down in the box. Is that a penalty? No. McTominay's literally rolling on the ground. I think he was convinced that was a penalty. Are we even going to look at it? Or ref? No. Cool. Yep. Did look like a semi-dive, but then I don't know if he caught McTominay on his ankle or anything. Lindelof on the ball to Mainu. Oh, look at Mainu driving forward. Beautiful. And then Martial back to Lindelof. Lindelof sprays it to Rashford on the right wing. Delo, right wing. Cross to Garnacho. Bicycle kick. Oh my God. Garnacho with a bicycle kick on the edge of the box. What the fuck was that? Oh, Garnacho! Yes! Yes! What was that? Oh my God. VAR, do not take this away from us. Oh. Delo assist and Garnacho bicycle kick goal. What are we watching? What is this? Oh my God. Oh, just wait for it, Ravi. It's beautiful. Cristiano Ronaldo would be proud. What was that? Oh my God. Delo with a shoddy cross, but Garnacho, man. What have we just witnessed? Oh, that's beautiful. Goal of the season. Garnacho has literally scored goal of the season. Oh, look at his celebration as well. Oh, he's ice cold. Oh, there's going to be goals tonight, guys. There's going to be goals. Oh. Man, I was slating him for his first touch. What the fuck was that? That was beautiful. Oh, Garnacho, I take it all back. I take it all back. Oh. I can't believe that. I can't believe what we've just witnessed. Okay, we need a second one now. We can't... Okay, Man United have woken up. Man United have woken up. Nick, well, nice start to the game. Yeah, very nice start to the game. Now Onana's feeling himself, just playing at the back. Delo assist as well. Yep. Yep, it was a Delo assist. Mainu driving forward. Mainu. Oh my God. Oh, Mainu almost finds Garnacho in between the lines. Beautiful attempt. What you say about Delo, admin? I say that Garnacho just gifted Delo an assist. That's what I say. What was the XG on that goal from that cross? That's what I want to know. Everton did start very strong. However, surely some wind will be taken out of their sails after that goal. Diego, that carry by Mainu and through ball is beautiful, beautiful. Mainu's showing already in the first 6 minutes what he's about. Shunde, Garnacho is a star boy, I'm telling you. Garnacho, well, the good thing about Garnacho at the moment is that he's showing he can score loads of different types of goals. Like, he can score curlers, he can score bicycle kicks, he can score from loads of different positions. The only thing he needs to work on is scoring from the easy opportunities. And once he does that, man, Garnacho is literally going to... He's going to the moon, man. Tears in mine eyes, says Diego. Bloody hell. Oh no, Lindelof giving the ball away. Dangerous position. Cross in. Maguire away. Good. Can you imagine him at 23, 24 if he perfects his skills and stays grounded? Mate. He doesn't seem like the type of guy to not get grounded either. Like, he's had a kid at a very young age. Usually players who do that tend to be quite mature. I'd like to think anyway. But he seems very family orientated. Ten Hag bringing him in once he signed his new contract with his family and making that speech. Like, I think other than like maybe watching that goal back, oh, it's beautiful. Barring like a serious injury, maybe, I think Garnacho is pretty much destined to be a great player. Oh, look at his face. Look at his face after he scored it. It was it's disgusting. Oh, Ten Hag loving it from the stands. Tashunde, I don't mean to sound like this, but I'm actually starting to feel safe with Maguire. Lol. What, you should be sounding like that. I mean, Maguire's will he make a mistake again in the future? Probably. Will people jump on him for it? Yes, they will, but he's been absolutely sound this season so far, so you can't you gotta give credit where credit's due. Oh god, Lindelof, Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Good save from Onana. Straight at him, but safe save. Well, it looks like they're... Was he offside? Looks like it was offside. We do look gettable though, which isn't good. I'd like to see us score another goal, just to stamp our authority on this match. You don't feel safe with Maguire, Mackenzie? Oh, Nana, back to Maguire. And you also want to have Garnacho's babies. Or you want him to have your babies. Okay. Too many years of trauma to feel safe with him. To be fair, we didn't really see him last season, did we? It was just that one season where he completely capitulated. And in that season, everyone was terrible. In Ole/Ranić's season, so... Mainu to Maguire. Maguire spreading it to Luke Shaw. Wins the header. Garnacho. Keeps a hold of it. Good. Back to Shaw. Back to Martial. Garnacho to Fernandes. Oh, okay. Something's happening. Fernandes. And Everton get it clear. Delo sticking on his man defensively. Can he keep it up? Good. Good from Delo. Okay, Lindelof on the ball. Out to Mainu. Mainu keeps a hold of it. Back to Lindelof. Mainu always wants to play the ball forward. When he has to pass it back, you can see by his body language he just doesn't like doing it. He knows that he can find a pass forward. Spreads it to Maguire. Maguire back to Onana. Everton pressing very high. Mainu at left back. Drives it forward. To Shaw. Okay, Lindelof. Spreads it to Marcus Rashford. Okay, Marcus Rashford in the promising position here. Take him on, take him on, take him on. Oh, what's he going to do? Cut back. Oh, I took the shot. I think it's... Is it a corner? No? Tashunde, exactly. Didn't complain, buckled down, forced his way back. That's the thing I praise him for, the commitment, passion to get it right for the club and showing it. Rashi got a chance, so can Harry. Yeah, exactly. I mean, like the number one thing is performing. If the players consistently perform, then there's no problem, is there? And that is what Maguire's doing right now. Fernandez, cross. Shaw? Oh, over the bar. Mackenzie, Mainu comes into the team and look what happens. Magic. Told you we looked better in pre-season with Mainu. It's a hard one to give Mainu all the credit for what we're witnessing here. But he has looked good. That's what I will say. He has looked good. Viv G, he's back in the chat. How you doing, bro? Good defending from Delo there. Sticking with his man and stopping him from passing it down the wing. Rashford as well tracked back there. I think Garnacho just kicked an Everton player, but the foul wasn't given. Cross from Everton, away by Maguire. Beautiful. Things you love to see. Commanding. Away by Maguire again. Good. McTominay hasn't got as involved in this game as I'd like to have seen. I want to see someone pick him out. Bruno Fernandes as well. He hasn't as well. We haven't even hit our stride yet in this game, to be honest. But it's going to be quite a challenging game given the position Everton are in. They're definitely going to be extra motivated. But then we're motivated as well. I think the players as well will also take extra motivation from seeing how all the other teams are starting to have little hiccups here and there and drop points. I think they know that we can't afford to lose any more points. Delo on the ball. Delo to Mainu. Back to Delo. Quick passing from Mainu. Love to see it. McTominay on the ball. McTominay back to Delo. To Rashford. Rashford back to Delo. Looking to maintain possession here. Okay, Lindelof now on the ball. Lindelof back to Maguire. Maguire to Onana. Maguire on the ball. Fernandez. Ooh, okay, saved by Shaw, but given back to Everton. Every time Everton look to go on the attack, we do look a bit vulnerable. Half of Everton's team is ex-United players. The pitch is wide as hell. Mackenzie, I want my Martinez back. Ooh, imagine Martinez back. That would improve the side so much as well. Okay, this game has kind of lulled into a bit of a 50-50 battle after the goal, to be honest. Both sides seem to be struggling to maintain any possession. United are trying to build it up, but we're finding it hard to build it up in Everton's half. And Onana's forced to kick it out of play. Let me fix this timer as well. We obviously need to give Garnacho his due. 1-0 to Manchester United. Okay, Everton building up an attack here. Garnacho defending well there. He's looking for that man of the match award. Everton. Everton passing it around the box, cross in, Delo on the back post. Lets it go out. Good. Wait, isn't Erik ten Hag suspended for this game? Yeah, he's in the crowd with an iPad. Harry Maguire. Offside, was it? Okay, offside for Everton. Gives us a chance to build up from the back again. But yeah. There's Erik ten Hag in the crowd next to Darren Fletcher, I believe. Or maybe not in the crowd, maybe in like a director's box or something. He's got a little headset in as well, keeping his ear to the ground. Mackenzie, watch him still get slated if anything happens. Oh, don't get me started. Don't get me started on the people who tried to slay Erik ten Hag. Okay, Luke Shaw on the ball. Luke Shaw to Garnacho. Ooh, Garnacho just taken out by Ashley Young. Properly taken out. That's a yellow card at least. Surely, yeah, there we go. What was that? Okay, we've got a cross. We've got a free kick opportunity. We've got Luke Shaw and Bruno Fernandes over it. Can we see something special here? Luke Shaw's moved away and Fernandes looks like he's lining up a shot. Could be a set piece. What can we do? Bruno Fernandes, first man. Poor. Poor free kick. Okay, Luke Shaw racing back. Defended well. Good. And back to Luke Shaw. Back to Onana. Bit of a shoddy ball there from Luke Shaw. But yeah, here we are. 1-0 up, halfway through the first half. Let's have a look at the stats, actually. Let's see how we're doing. Okay. So pretty much even with Everton on chances created. Possession, we're dominating them 60% to 40%. Pass accuracy, also better. Less fouls, one corner. Cool. So we're able to dominate the possession, but we need to actually create more chances. We haven't really created anything, if we're being honest. Viv, mate, how has Garnacho's goal been missing out on everything lately? Bro, wait until you see the goal. It's goal of the season. And that's not an exaggeration. It's goal of the season. It's a bicycle kick from almost the edge of the box. Beauty to behold. Okay, defended well there from Luke Shaw. Mainu on the ball to Garnacho, but heavy to very physical game. Everyone's falling over. McTominay gave a foul away there. Ashley Young gets back to his feet. And it is a free kick for Everton. And Everton are in the top 3 teams with the most set-piece goals this season, which is not something you'd like to see. Mainu defended well. Beautiful. Oh, okay. Long shot from Everton. Don't worry. Off target. Okay, Lindelof at the back. Sprays it to Delo, who is unable to keep it in. The atmosphere is palpable. You can hear it. The Everton fans will not let their players give up, and their players don't look like they want to give up. So we need to score another We need to score another goal to take the wind out of their sails, and we need to do it before half time. Viv, not seen it yet, but can't believe I missed it to freaking Laundry. Hey, Laundry's important too, man. Mitchell van der Gaag, the man, the myth, the legend that Ajax wanted to poach as their manager, who decided to stay at United. is filling in for Ten Hag today, obviously. Stuart McTominay not in the game as usual. Yeah, I haven't seen anything of McTominay, if I'm being honest. Just fouled a couple of times, really. Delo forward to Martial. Martial hold up, but he's fouled. And now Martial looks like he's holding his groin or his manly part. I don't know what happened there. Harry Maguire to McTominay to Fernandez to Mainu. Mainu back to Maguire. Back to Onana. Well, Mainu hasn't put a foot wrong so far today, in all honesty. I can't remember seeing him give the ball away. I wonder what his actual personal stats are. Oh, Martial forward to Garnacho. Garnacho was looking for the nutmeg, but he couldn't get past the Everton player there. Maguire well marked Calvert-Lewin there, and Lindelof was just behind him to clean up. Stuart, Everton just coming into it a bit. Need to keep the ball, giving it away too much. McTominay back to fouling again. Yeah. To be honest, Everton have been in it since this first whistle. They've been chasing us down like dogs. Ooh, Decore gets a yellow card after trying to remonstrate with the referee about McTominay kicking the ball away. Things you love to see. Or was it Garnacho that kicked the ball away? Okay, cross into the box from Everton. Mainu defended well. Beautiful. We need to do something to get hold of this game again. Good save from Onana there. Calvert-Lewin header into the goal. Onana kicks it forward. Martial hasn't really been in this game either, if we're being honest. Good save from Anana. Good save. Oh, Mainu off the line. Wow, okay. Okay, Mainu just pretty much saved us from conceding there. The pressure is well and truly on. Mainu's solid so far. Delo at the back. Wow, okay. Everton should definitely have got a goal within this period. We need to wake up. Mackenzie, just realising how many ex-United players make up Everton's team. It's literally like 75% of the team. Oh, God. They've all got a point to prove as well. Maguire nearly had an own goal. That one was more by circumstance than anything, though. Delo clearance, but Everton collect. Mainu sliding in again. Mainu is showing that he is just as strong defensively as he is offensively. I mean, he's made a few challenges here which were absolutely vital. Everton cross, but it's blocked by Bruno Fernandes. Pickford. Okay, Garnacho. Plays it forward to Rashford. Down the left wing. What can he do? There's 3 players. Oh, he cuts back, but poor decision making there. Good from Rashford. Gets the ball back. Oh, and he gives it away. Poor. Good defending from Maguire at the back. And he plays it back to Onana. Onana to Mainu. Mainu to Lindelof. And Shaw is fouled. Okay. Time to take a respite. What is going on here? Bloody hell, okay. What changes do we need to make in order to take control of this game? Because we're kind of all over the place at the moment. McTominay getting fouled there. Bring Boldy Boldy on for Scott. I don't know. It's quite an intense game of football. I don't know if... will Amrabat be able to break it up, or will he just end up fouling someone? I don't know. Mainu driving forward here. Mainu to Rashford. Rashford to Mainu. In the box. Mainu, cross. And it is taken away by Everton and cleared. Mainu can get forward, he can defend, he can do everything. He can clear off the line. Okay, Fernandes on the ball. Back to Maguire. I do think we are missing an Eriksen type player to just tick a few boxes and keep up the composure of the side and control the tempo. We don't really have anyone in the team who does that. Like, Bruno's always looking to do something creative. McTominay is McTominay, and Mainu is mainly focusing on his defensive side and his defensive responsibilities in this match. So, Eric Ten Hag and Darren Fletcher are discussing something on their iPad. How old is Mainu? He plays so silky smooth. I think he is like 19 or 18. He's 18. He's 18 years old, man. That's mad. Okay, Jordan Pickford on the halfway line here with a free kick. Okay, Maguire at the back. Defended well. Good. I think if we go into half-time 1-0 up, we'll be very happy. Because realistically, it should be 1-1 with the amount of chances Everton did create. Okay, Onana. To McTominay, but Everton pick up the ball again. McTominay must not be having a good game, surely. I wanna see if I can see his stats anywhere, because it's not good. It feels as though he's playing absolutely no part whatsoever. Calvert-Lewin again with a chance there. So Martial was nowhere to be seen this game. Rashford also had not really done anything. Fernandes, McTominay, those are the four players I'm looking at to actually give us something. Like McTominay, Fernandes, Rashford and Martial. All four of them haven't really done anything this match. Okay, Calvert-Lewin racing forward. One-on-one with Maguire. Blocks him, good. Blocks it. Okay, good. The defence held up there. Lindelof just cannot jump, says Stuart. It's funny, you make a good point. I don't think I've ever seen Lindelof actually challenge for a header in the box, like properly jumping up as high as he can. Rashford, right wing. What can he do? Passes it to McTominay. No. Okay, back to Rashford. Rashford's pretty much a right back this game. Like, he's not doing anything. I think he's gone back to right back to boost up his passing stats because he's been so uninvolved in the game. Rashford fouled, wins free kick. Rashford on the ground, grimacing. Looks as though he may have slightly rolled his ankle there. But no, he's walking, so it looks like he's okay now. Alright, Rashford, turn up. Come on, do something. Secure the win for us. Delo, cross. Martial, cross. And it was offside. Oh, man. Stuart, can't believe we're still winning. One shot on target, and Everton should have had at least 3. Erik ten Hag needs to alter something. It's a hard one. What does he alter? Is it as simple as bringing Amrabat on? I don't know. Eriksen for McTominay. Eriksen's injured at the moment, Stuart. So I don't think he can bring him on. Sean Dyche growling at his players to wake up. Martial, header on. Martial's really not been in this game whatsoever. Martial hasn't had too many good appearances, if we're being honest. This season, I think it's about time he gets sold in January, surely. There's no way he can survive another season. What a surprise. Mackenzie, I think Stu's talking about Eriksen being injured as the surprise. Lindelof, oh, poor pass to Bruno. Bruno had to chase, and now he's being chased down by 2 players. Lindelof is really not comfortable with playing out the back. If we're being honest, like, Lindelof just is not there. Garnacho sprinting forward here now. Tackled by the Everton player. Okay. Mainu's picked up the ball. Back to Shaw. Shaw's also had a steady game, but not a very lively one. We've got 2 minutes of extra time here. Mackenzie, we've got too many old jelly-legged players. That is true. I can't disagree. Lindelof got a skedaddle. Stuart, I'm with Reeve and bring Boldy McBoldy in. Get him on. Get me on for Lindelof, says Calum. And then get Mackenzie on for Calum. Right. We could have done with Bayi. Bro, are you okay? What? Mugged off a lioness at school, what can I say? Girl at my school that plays academy football. I think they like being called a lioness. I've pocketed a guy who playing under 18 Ireland and been looked at by Liverpool. I don't know what this chat's turned into, but it's half time. We're 1-0 up. It's good scenes in the sense of, well, the scenes being Mainu saving a goal off the line and Garnacho scoring an absolute worldie. But other than that, we've not been too good. we've not been too good at all. So how do we change our fortunes? Now, people are calling for Amrabat. I'm going to have a quick look at the bench now as well. Could we see Donny van de Beek coming on for McTominay? Could we see Hannibal Medjbri coming on for McTominay? Could we see Pellistri coming on for Rashford? Rashford hasn't really done anything on the right wing. So there's a definite shout for that. If we're looking to shore up the defence, could we see Aaron Wan-Bissaka coming on for Diogo Dalot? I don't know. The changes I would probably make, for me personally, are... We've still got Varane. I'm sure he'll come on as like the third substitute in like the 80th minute, something like that. In the midfield, there is a case for Amrabat if we are looking to shore it up. I would probably agree with that. Amrabat over Donny van de Beek. And finally, Pellistri for Rashford. Or Pellistri for Garnacho, maybe. It's a hard one. Do you sub off Garnacho and then put Rashford on the left to keep everyone happy? Or do you sub off Rashford and keep Garnacho on because he's just scored a wonder goal? So why would you take him off when he scored a goal and he's shown that he's dangerous? I think what should happen is Rashford should be taken off for Pellistri around the 60th minute. Will that happen though? I don't know. But as for top performers of that half, I have to say Mainu, Garnacho and Onana. I think those three, absolutely solid. Absolutely solid. Stuart, we miss Martinez so much. I know, man, we do. I think Martinez being a left centre-back as well, I'd love to see Martinez and an informed Maguire in the same team. I think they would be really tough to break down, to be honest. Calum, I'm running a drug cartel, a baller in football, and playing with girls' feelings. And then Calum woke up. So, Blaze, admin, I have arrived, my friend. It's good to have you back. It's good to have you back. How have you been? 2 weeks. 2 whole weeks without an Old Truthford stream and the greatest team to have ever played a beautiful game, dominating opposition, which we're still kind of waiting to see, but don't pay attention to that. Dalot has been okay today, to be fair. Yeah, I'd say Delot's been steady. Obviously picked up the assist. He hasn't really put a foot wrong either, in all honesty. So for me, at the moment, Delot's showing a solid 7 out of 10 behaviour. Mainu is a gem, says Blaze. Yeah, man, we're all raving about him. A goal line clearance and not putting a foot wrong on your debut against an up for it Everton in the Premier League. An on-form Everton as well, if you look at their last few performances. So I think yeah, fair play to Mainu. Calum, wait till 60th minute, then take Delo off. I don't know if he's going to waste a substitute on taking Delo off, though, to be honest. Delo hasn't been too bad, so I don't know if he's going to waste a substitute on taking him off. Suhan, same shears every game, man. We score a goal and the heads drop. Kobe has been the best player for us this game. It's hard to say Kobe's been the best player. I mean, like, we literally wouldn't be winning right now if it wasn't for Garnacho, because we haven't created any chances. So the fact we even scored from that opportunity is madness. Like Garnacho's definitely man of the match so far for me. I'd have to... maybe if Garnacho got subbed off and Mainu saw out the entire game, you could make an argument. But for me at the moment, Garnacho's been our best player. With Mainu closely behind with Onana. Onana's also had a very good game. He's made some solid saves. Stuart, I am starting to lose faith in Erik ten Hag. The football is just pants. We can't pass, don't move, and no game plan. Bruh, are you crazy, Stuart? Are you crazy? Are you out of your mind? How can you question Erik ten Hag? Like, it's not his fault that the players aren't doing anything. And also, he has to play McTominay because everyone's injured. So, like, he doesn't even have options to properly change it around. The only question mark could be is, okay, should he have started Amrabat rather than McTominay? But we've already discussed that McTominay has a higher chance of scoring, so that's why he's being played. But yeah. McKenz, it's not Erik ten Hag today, Stu. He's banned for a match. Yeah, that as well. Calum, thank God, been 2 weeks without a stream. Couldn't listen to you anymore. Goodness me, Calum. You know how to hurt a little Red Devil's feelings, don't you? Oh, don't mind me. I'll just go cry on my pillow because Calum Grant has dissed my stream. Stuart. Yeah, Reeve, but it's still his tactics and game plan. Blaze, I think solid subs at 60th minute. Garnacho comes off for Pellistri, Wan-Bissaka for solid defence. Yeah, I think it's a hard one because if you're going to make a defensive substitute, is Varane going to get some minutes? I think Ten Hag would like to keep him happy, so I can see him putting on Varane at some stage. Mackenzie, Calum is about to be blipped again. Word. Blaze, I think to top off Kobe's day to be better, he needs an assist. Yeah, if he grabs an assist or a key pass to like a key moment, then I could happily put him man of the match. But at the moment, just with what Garnacho's shown, like you have to give him man of the match for that goal. You have to. Chop admin get to blipping. If he does, he loses a sub. Should have kept Fred. I don't really mind losing the sub, to be honest, Caleb. I'm just not in the business of silencing the Mandem. Stuart, I am not saying to get rid of Erik ten Hag, but I am starting to wonder what is happening on the training field. What's happening is we're missing like half of our first teamers from last season. That's what we're missing. And yeah, it's Scott McTominay continuing not to really take his moments when they come. Because I don't think he would be very happy with how he's performed today, or he shouldn't be, because he's not really done anything. It's just been average. Diego, Amen Blaze, Mainu more composed than Baller with hundreds of apps. Yep, true. To be honest, we as fans have been very unfair on Erik ten Hag. That's what we like to hear, Blaze. That's what we like to hear. People, I don't know what it is. I don't know why people are willing to turn so quickly. Like, it's odd to me. It's odd. Viv, nah, that goal is better than Rooney. It's arguably better than Ronaldo's bicycle kick. that he scored in the Champions League because it's from further out and it's a more difficult angle, whereas Ronaldo's was straight on. Garnacho had to do it from like almost a diagonal kind of angle. So, goal of the season so far, without a doubt. Blaze, like Mainu, is just a regen Casemiro. If he learns from him, no joke, he could be one of the best CDMs for his age. 100%. And we've been crying for a CDM in his peak. Maybe this is the reason why Erik ten Hag hasn't signed like a Declan Rice or someone like that, because he's seen Mainu in training. He sees that Casemiro is coming towards the end of his career. Maybe Ten Hag thinks, oh, okay, well, we can just alternate between Casemiro and Mainu, and then that's our CDM position sorted. And we've got Amrabat there as well, so we've got 3 players who can play in that position now, and yeah, have solid games. Diego, but my halftime take, the squad looks very suspect. It's been entirely too easy for Everton to get chances inside. Thankfully, it's Everton shooting. Yep, I'd agree with absolutely everything there. Every time that they've looked to attack, they've pretty much created a chance. So how we stop that is probably... It's weird though, because it feels as though it's been happening a lot down our left-hand side. So Luke Shaw's side, it seems as though that's where we look a lot more susceptible. I don't know why that is. I don't know if Shaw's getting too high up and then it's leaving Lindelof exposed, or what is exactly happening there. But yeah, they're definitely targeting that side. Mackenzie, that's almost a carbon copy of Rooney's goal. Blaze, like Erik ten Hag hasn't had a market where he's gotten the players he wants without stress or unnecessary spending. And to be honest, to do what he did last season in the Prem, like deep it, everyone else was also against him as well. Like, it's just craziness. Everyone's been against Ten Hag the second he started. And the day that our fans start listening to rival fans is the day that Manchester United dies, because if you think that rival fans have our best intentions at heart and they're coming up with such good ideas, and if they say that our manager's not the right one, then clearly they're not. It's the end of Manchester United Football Club when that happens. Think about how many players we've had on loan as well and were free transfers. Like, yeah, people will look at the Antony signing, and I think that is pretty much the main question mark over Ten Hag's tenure so far, spending that much for Antony and him being a bit of a dud. But yeah, other than that, I think if you look at the spending of Erik ten Hag, then the only other question mark is Mason Mount. But it's not fair to question Mason Mount, if we're being honest. He's been injured. It's his first season. Like, we have to give players time. So the only question mark so far for me is Antony. That's the one where I'm like, did we really need to spend that much money on Antony? But everyone's going to sign duds eventually. Mackenzie, bro, it's literally a carbon copy. Rooney's same part of his shin and everything. I'll have to watch it back. He even did the Sue celebration as well. Oh, Garnacho is such a fanboy, man. I love it. Kieran, Mainu looks good, but I'd like to see him play as number 8 with Casemiro. I think that's when we'll see our final four midfield with Mainu, Casemiro, and Fernandes. But the question is then, will Mainu be able to dictate the play in that match? Because Mainu does need... Because to have a balanced midfield, you pretty much need 3 types of players. You need a full-on creative player. You need a defensively minded player who's in the Premier League, got decent legs. And you need the third player to either be a box-to-box who's got energy to cover ground, or they have to be a composed controller of the game type player. So it either needs to be a I don't know, a Paul Pogba kind of box-to-box player, or it needs to be a Eriksen, slow but can control the tempo, or a Cruz, for example, or a Cruz who can just sit there, controls the tempo, but he's not there to defend. That's how you create a balanced midfield. Can Mainu become a box-to-box where he will make up for Casemiro's lack of pace, as well as get into positions where he can create? It'll be interesting to see. I'd love to see the balance between Casemiro, Mainu, and Fernandes in a midfield. Suhan, we need to stop being sloppy with our passes. Agreed. Blaze, well said. Our rival fans do not give a heck about us. Blaze, Anthony is just the only one. Suhan, it's Kieran, Champion League winners only. Suhan, of course he's really good. Wait, hello, Top G, Ilmi, my friend, welcome back. How you doing, man? Second half is kicking off underway now. Let's get this graphic sorted. And here we are. Okay, we are on the 45th minute. And looks as though the half has started just as it ended. Everton are playing quite high, pressing us. Killen, maybe with time Mainu can be a number 8. He is only 18. Yeah, that's true. He could literally be moulded into anything, because he's shown that he can be defensively minded in this game. Like, you're not making off-the-line clearances and running back to make them if you're an attacking player and you can't see the threat. Like, he can clearly see the threat defensively, and he's got the ability to play balls forward. So, very good. Very promising signs from him. Stuart, having watched Mainu a few times, he can definitely be box-to-box or dedicated CDM. I'm happy with either, to be honest, because I can see Fernandes still being our attacking player for the next 2-3 years. So, McTominay shot, but it's way over. Garnacho on the ground. Looking like he's got his hands on his face. Ilmi, I had some guests on first half, so couldn't log in. No worries, bro. No worries. All of admin's angels are here. Good to see you, lads. Good to see you. Oh, I think the player landed his studs on Garnacho's hand. That looked painful. Okay, Everton playing long balls. Mainu collects. Oh, Mainu to Shaw. Very composed. Very good from him. Shaw going forward to Martial. What's Martial doing there, mate? You're supposed to be there for quick link-ups. You didn't even release him. We need to get this timer sorted. Okay, Fernandes on the ball. Driving it forward. Rashford looked as though he was making a run there, but Fernandes didn't find him. Puts his hand up to acknowledge it. Mainu on the ball. Over to Lindelof. He's being very safe this game, Mainu, but I think he I think that's what Ten Hag's asked him to do, just for basics, and see if he can stick to it, which he clearly can, which I'm very happy about. McTominay back to Manu. Manu on the ball. I want him to show us his passing range as well, though. I want to see him spraying some balls. Like this one. Young intercepts, though, and it's a throw-in for United. Seeing Young sword, it's funny. Yeah. Seeing Young with hair is weird. I'm still getting used to that, to be honest. Shaw defending, and the cross comes in, but Onana collects. Cool. I reckon Young could still put in a shift for us. Yeah, 100%. I think when it comes to the United fan base, with certain players, once certain players get a reputation, then there's no going back. Like Young's reputation was the same as Antonio Valencia's, where people rightfully said that all he did was just cut back and then pass the ball back, and there was no attacking threat from him anymore. And that's naturally why those types of players go to lower level teams, because they're not attacking as much, and the fullbacks aren't really there to attack. They're just there to defend more so. So I think that's why they can still have long careers, but just not at United, because we expect a certain level of attacking commitment from our fullbacks. Okay, Maguire on the ball. Charging forward, beautiful. Passes it to Rashford. Still charging. Oh, find him, Rashford. No. Oh, Rashford, what you doing? Okay, Maguire. Okay, Lindelof clears. Delo to Manu. Manu to Maguire. Maguire is now playing right wing. Oh, Maguire to Martial. Martial to Fernandez. Fernandez to Martial. Oh, Young. Ashley Young, is that a penalty? Who's he giving a yellow card to? He's giving a yellow card to Martial for diving. Was it a penalty? Has Martial bit his lip by falling over? Looks like his lip's bleeding. That's a penalty, mate. He just stuck his leg out at him. That's a penalty, surely, ref. VAR. VAR? Go on, go on. Young trying to give us the win, and the ref still won't give a pen. Come on. Oh, that's a blatant pen. Come on. Come on, ref. Do the right thing. John Brooks and Chris Kavanagh. Okay, so they don't have two first names. These are trustworthy referees who are going to give us this penalty. I'm taking that as they've given it to us, Stuart. Come on, Stu, help us out. Help us out here. Okay, the penalty has been awarded. The penalty has been rewarded and the yellow card has been receded. Beautiful scenes. And here we are, our chance to go 2-0 up away at home at Everton. Okay, I'm not looking at the chat now. I'm purely watching what happens with this penalty. I'm not looking. Wait, is Ashley Young going to be sent off as well? Has he had a yellow card? So Ashley Young doesn't get a yellow card? Does he get a yellow card? Well, Ashley Young's lucky not to get a yellow card, to be honest. Oh, Marcus Rashford to take the penalty. Okay. Bruno Fernandes gave the ball to Marcus Rashford to score. This is a decisive goal. Rashi, can he get back in form? Rashford needs to score this, man. Please, 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 please. Goal. Boom. Top of the net. Rashford. 2-0. Manchester United. That's how it's done. Martial with a great run. Fair play to him. And here we are. Back again. On top. Yes, it should have been a yellow card to Young, if we're being honest. It should have been a second yellow. I don't know why it wasn't. But here we go. 2-0. Manchester United. Quality finish from Rashford as well. Pickford guessed the right way, but he couldn't save it. Great finish. Okay, and that surely should be, if I'm not tempting fate, the point secured. We just need one more goal, really, and then we can sit back and relax. We're eating bloody good, Diego. Yeah, we are. 2 points behind plucky Tottenham. Here we go. Wow. Okay, Everton just had a shot, a curling shot outside the box and Onana saved. Wow. I need to watch that again. What a save. The ball was coming back towards him, which made it slightly... Let me have a look at this angle. The ball was coming back towards him, which made it slightly easier to save, but strong hands to keep it out. Fair play to Onana. Onana's had a very good game today as well, guys. We have to remember that. Onana punches away. Good. Immoral. That's why I love Martial. I mean, it was a good run from him. It was more Young's mistake than Martial's brilliance, but fair play, fair play. He had to get in the right position himself. Okay, we're on a counter here. Rashford. Oh, Rashford. That was poor, mate. That was poor. Had he found Martial, then we very well could have been in a great position there, but that's very poor. He won the penalty and was happy for Rashid to score. Martial's a team player, but as well, if you want that amount of money, it would be and yeah, I don't know. I think that's what you'd expect of all players, to be honest, for them to be happy that their player, like your teammate, scored. Was this our first penalty this season, Mackenzie? Was it actually? It's true. That's the only thing Martial's done, but I will take it. Yeah, realistically, it is the first involvement he's had in this game. Luke is just in another level. I think Shaw's had a decent game today, to be honest. I don't think he's but no, I am happy with Luke Shaw's performance today. A lot of sevens across the board, to be honest. Fernandez as well to find the pass to Martial to win that penalty. Got to factor that in. Key pass there. Oh, Onana ball. Stuart, can't believe we are 2-0 up. Nothing going for the Toffees. Nope. That's how cruel football can be. You got to take your chances, and they did not take their chances in the first half. Ashley Young cross into the box. Scott's trying to give away a pen. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I think Scott, this is the time where you sub Scott McTominay off, to be honest. Bring Amrabat on, shore up the game. Come on, Ten Hag, do the right thing. Also, you can sub off Rashford now as well. He's got his goal. Sub him off for Pellistri on the right wing. Keep Garnacho on. And yeah, we build. And we get that third goal. Can't wait for Shizzy to be deducted 15 points. Maybe they're going to be deducted more than 15 points. If they're found guilty, they need to be banished to Sunday League. Ilmi, 12 attempts v 4 attempts, but we score 2 goals. Oh, don't you just love it? Oh, and all of the rival fans begin to cry. Oh, the tears, they're so delicious. Ooh, yum, 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 yum. Ten Hag out, huh? Nobody's improved since he's come, eh? Garnacho scores a wonder goal, eh? Yummy, yummy tears. Okay. Rashford is on the left wing now. What can he do in his preferred position? Rashford running at people. He's marked by 2 men. Yeah, he can't get past him. But wins the corner. Oh me. So again, we can see the stats mean nothing. Nah. It's all about moments. It's all about who takes their moments. Like, stats can back up kind of what we're looking for, but realistically, yeah, they all mean nothing. See, we'll get relegated if found guilty. Hope so. Time for McTominay to score a goal and shut me up. Hopefully, Stuart. But McTominay just hasn't been in it at all today. Fernandez, cross. Yeah. Low to Fernandez. Fernandez, cross the pitch to Mainu. Mainu, beautifully collected. Over to Rashford on the right wing. Rashford cross. Everton away. Shaw plays it back over to Mainu, who finds Rashford. Literally everything Mainu touches is turning into goal, to be honest. I can't remember him giving the ball away. Rashford sprinting in the box, wins a corner. I want to see... I'm going to see if I can find Mainu's pass accuracy for today's game, because I honestly can't remember him giving the ball away. Okay, so he's given 7 passes away. I'm guessing those passes will be the ones where where he's tried to play the ball forward. Fernandez on the... Don't know what happened there. Corner again. We're putting on the pressure here. We're trying to kill off this game. We know that one more goal and we've won, so let's see if we can get it. Menu's still bossing it calmly. Yeah, he is. It doesn't look like he's getting tired. Delo cross. Garnacho. Yeah, that. Okay, Garnacho blazes it over the bar. Was going for the half volley there, Garnacho, but couldn't get his foot over it. Ilmi loving the game today. Yeah. Well, all it takes is a few first teamers to come back into the team, and you can already see that we're starting to kind of form at least better as a team. We have conceded a few chances, but I think that's down to the midfield, if I'm being honest. I can't think of anything positive McTominay's done. He's just kind of been there. Martial messing up the link-up play there. Everton on the counter-attack. And Onana collects. Was that Maguire marking Calvert-Lewin? Maguire sticks on Calvert-Lewin. Good. Yeah, very good. Okay. Keelan, we'll never say die. We are Man United. We'll never say die. Yeah, boy. Mackenzie, that's genuinely how it will be, Diego. That's how it works. Probably only be relegated to Championship, but they'll have all trophies stripped to... Oh, that'd be so good. Oh, I'd be so happy. Need a solid centre-back, though. I think if Varane does want to get more minutes, and Ten Hag's not willing to just give them him for his namesake, then we could very well see Varane move on, whether it to be Bayern Munich, as it's been reported, or Saudi Arabia. I think Saudi Arabia is probably more likely. I don't see any top team wanting Rafael Varane at this stage of his career. But yeah, I don't think it's I do feel bad for Varane in the sense that he has retired from international football, so he is purely focused on his club career. But even though he has retired from international football, he's still picking up injuries a lot. So he's kind of done everything he can to avoid missing out games for his club. And I do think his heart's in the right place, and he does want to get Man United to the top. But given the wages that he's on and what we're getting in return, if you're looking at it from a purely footballing business perspective, we're not getting our money's worth. So why not get a younger centre-back who could potentially give us more and offer us more? It's just one of those situations where it's all about timing rather than a fallout or drama, all of this. It's just literally, some things just aren't meant to be with certain players. It's like with Schweinsteiger. Schweinsteiger was a good professional. He was a quality midfielder, but he couldn't stay fit at United, and he didn't really match the physicality for the league, and eventually we had to get rid of him. So I think that's what's probably going to happen with Varane as well. Ilmi, you know what? I will be happy more to win the league and Champions League. It's a tough one. Would I prefer all of City's trophies, all of their oily trophies, to be stripped from them? So they don't have anything and them to be relegated, or would I prefer us to win the league and Champions League this season? Yeah, I would prefer to win the league and Champions League, to be honest. I think City, nobody really cares about them anyway, so Like they won a treble last year and nobody gave a shiz. Like whatever about City. If it was Liverpool on the other hand, I'd definitely choose for them to be stripped. Mackenzie will have 3 league titles added onto our tally if City's charges go for it. Oh, okay, actually, yeah, City's. Oh God, good defending there from Delo on the back post. Kind of turned his body, but made the block, so that's good. Keelan, the left centre back from Everton, we linked with, looks good. Thoughts? I haven't really paid too much attention to their left centre back. If we were to sign a centre back, I don't know if we'll go for anyone in the league. I think we're probably going to look. Tarkovsky. Is that who you were talking about, Kalen? I think Tarkovsky's an Everton level player, if I'm being honest. I don't see him being a Man United centre back. Everton piling the pressure on here, and we are at 2-0. Ten Hag needs to make some substitutes, or we need to get a third goal. Something needs to happen. Fernandez plays the long ball, trying to find Garnacho, but Young. God damn you, Young. Gary, Onana distribution today has been crud. His distribution's not been the best, but his saving's actually been quite good. And when it comes to crosses, he's done well to punch them away or catch them. So I think Onana's actually had a very good game. But I agree, his distribution has not looked the best. Rashford? Oh, who was that? Garnacho on the back post. Rashford almost got him a brace there. Rashford sprints down the left wing, crosses the ball to Garnacho, but Garnacho can't get it on target. The angle's too tight. Oh man. Okay, Mainu coming off. Amrabat is coming on, and Garnacho is also coming off with Pellistri coming on. Things you love to see. I still can't get over Garnacho reacting to his own goal. Man. Okay, gonna post all of the player ratings now and man of the match for today's game, so you guys can vote on who you think should be rewarded man of the match. Diego, I hope our composure doesn't fall off a cliff with Mainu off. Well, Amrabat's played in big games. He should know better, so I'd like to think that our composure won't fall off. But for a first Man United performance from Kobe Mainu, fair play to him. An off-the-line clearance, being composed at the back, slotting right in, like not making a single mistake. I think I'd be very happy with that performance. It's something to build on. Okay, Amrabat on the ball. Okay, McTominay. Back to Rashford. Rashford playing the ball forward, but nobody really ran onto it. Okay, Delo to Pellistri. Pellistri back to Delo. Delo forward. Okay, Pellistri on the right wing. What can he do? Pellistri to Garnacho, to Fernandez. Fernandez finds Martial. Martial dinks it over, and it's 3-0. Martial, the gloves. He's cold. He's cold. Man of ice. Look at him go. He's done relatively nothing the entire game, but now you've got to look at it as Martial's had a decent game. He's just scored a goal. He won the penalty. Martial, what can you say, man? Fair play. Okay. 3-0 to Manchester United away from home at Everton. Everton are the first team in Premier League history to lose 40 times to a single opponent. And who is that opponent? That opponent is the greatest team to have ever played a beautiful game. Manchester United. Oh, Martial loves that little chip goal. He loves that little dink. He loves it. Oh, beautiful. I don't think this game could have gone any better, to be honest. Mainu's had a great goal. Garnacho scored a wonder goal. Martial scored. Whew. Manchester United are back, ladies and gentlemen. Who gets the assist for that? It's Fernandez. Fernandez got the assist, didn't he? And Wan-Bissaka coming on now, for sure. Interesting. So does that mean Delo's going to go left back and Wan-Bissaka's going to go right back? Or are they going to play Wan-Bissaka left back? Oh, look at Ten Hag with his little headset in and his flat cap. What a guy. Bloody plucky Tottenham. We are 2 points behind plucky Tottenham. Time to get that goal difference up as well. Something that we've been waiting for so long. Okay, let's get this up to 3-0. Oh, God. Everton just had a shot, but it hit the crossbar. Thank God. Okay. The footballing gods are on our side. Wow. Okay. That could have been an amazing goal. Fear not. We are still 3-0 up. Clean sheet is intact for Onana. If you haven't already, guys, drop a like on the video. Got to keep the YouTube overlords happy. Stewart should be Bruno assist. Didn't see a touch from someone else. Yeah, I think it was a Bruno assist for the Martial goal. Fernandez has had a very good game. A lot of people have had a very good game today. You're looking at Onana, very strong in goal. You're looking at Maguire and Lindelof. Defended fairly well. Kept a clean sheet, obviously. A few mishaps at the back. Delo picked up an assist early on and has been steady throughout the match. Fernandez picked up an assist, picked up the assist or whatever you want to call it for Martial to get fouled in the penalty box. Martial picked up a goal and won a penalty. Garnacho scored a wonder goal. Rashford scored a penalty. Everyone has done their bit. Everyone's done their bit today. other than one man. And I'll give anyone a cookie if you can guess for one man who I'm rating below a 7 so far. Thank you, Diego. Let me get this up for us. Nah, Delo's got an assist. You got to give him more than a 7. Kaelin, you have won yourself a cookie. I don't know when I'll give it you. I don't know where I'll give it you, but I owe you one cookie, okay? I think McTominay is the only player who has played below a 7 today. It's in the post with his Truthford tokens, says Diego. Oh, you can never trust those postmen, can you? What even are the tokens? That's a great question, Mackenzie. And when I have the answer for you, I will give you that answer. Basically, if you give me £1,000, I can give you 10 Old Truthford tokens. Now, what do these Truthford tokens do? We'll get to that eventually, but first give me the £1,000 and then I can tell you. Mackenzie, I'd never just make something up to shut up a really annoying person. I would never do that. Okay, we are entering the last 10 minutes of the game. Realistically, are we going to concede 3 goals in the last 10 minutes? No. Are we going to keep a clean sheet? Yes. Does this back up Ten Hag's argument for starting Maguire over Varane? Yes. Shock. The person who's done UEFA coaching badges and took Ajax to a level of domination in their league and the peaks of the Champions League knows more than just us normies who like bloody watch football for fun. What a shock. Maybe we shouldn't question the man. Palestri finds Martial. Martial plays it back to Fernandez. Fernandez wanted to take that shot, but it was off balance. Ooh. Looking like getting a 4th here, hopefully. It's been a while since we've scored 4 goals in a match. Wan-Bissaka to Palistri. Palistri fouled. Keelan, fear not. Fear not. There's no chance we concede a goal. Been a while since we've scored more than 1 goal in a match. Hurts looking at Ghana, Mengi, Elanga. Why does it hurt looking at them? Okay, Fernandez cross. Amrabat, header, me. Amrabat, never header, me. Lindelof header, me. And Lindelof was coming from an offside position. Everton back in possession. We had to let them go for their careers. I don't know. To be honest, I don't get too connected to to academy players until they actually break into the first team, because so many people hype up so many different players and then we never even see them playing for us, and it's like, what was the point of that? The only academy player which I think I really have hyped up is Garnacho, and now Mainu, obviously, since pre-season. But I think Garnacho, you could see already, like, the way that, was it the FA Youth Cup final or something, where he completely burnt past like 2 people? I think you could already see, okay, he's got the attributes to make it in the professional game. Delo finds Pellistri. Pellistri shoots, and it's saved by Pickford. I like that from Pellistri, though, being a bit more selfish and taking a shot on. Okay, Everton on the attack. I love like Christmas football season as well, like just the amount of games and seeing players completely like push themselves to the limit, because it's absolutely freezing out there right now. Stuart, I think Eric Ten Hag is playing Maguire, hoping he plays okay so he can palm him off on some Muppet. That's obviously a part of it as well. I mean, but you could say that for any player. Like, we don't just want them to play well because it helps us win points, but it also increases our squad value, doesn't it? Don't know why Mengi was getting shouts to start. Elanga could have added to our attack. But we've got so many options. Like, does Elanga have more quality than Garnacho? Probably not. And Elanga's preferred position is left wing. So was he ever going to get a sniff over Marcus Rashford or Garnacho? Probably not. Stuart, how much on Sideshow Bob getting a yellow card in the last 5 minutes? I'll have no Hannibal slander in this chat. Diego, wasn't it that all our wins were by a single goal margin, aside from the Forest 3-2 win when we scored 3? Probably. I mean, we really haven't had anyone scoring this season, but at least now we've got... Well, just in this game, we've had Garnacho, Rashford and Martial all score, so that's 3 of our forwards score a Premier League goal and get off the mark and stuff. Kieran, Garner was the one that should have started. He is strong on the ball. Do you think that the reason Garner didn't get a chance is because Ten Hag saw Mainu, or he was told about Mainu in the academy, and he just thought, okay, well, I'm going to fully focus on developing Mainu rather than sticking with Garner, given that Garner's like 23, I think, and Mainu's only 18, and potentially Mainu could be showing better signs already. So, okay, we're on attack here. Rashford. Fernandez. Oh, what a challenge. Damn you, Tarkowski. Ah. That was a good it was poor from Rashford, but it was a good challenge from Tarkowski as well. Like, he literally had to stretch every fibre of his being to make that challenge. That was good defending. Elanga just ran into people and fell over. Never going to be good enough. Wan-Bissaka, just a defensive Don. Mackenzie. I mean, he's being good enough for Forest. I think it's hard to judge players when they perform at different clubs as well, though. Like, when the pressure's off, it's easier to perform. Stuart, I do believe Pellistri can be the real deal. The only question mark I have over Pellistri is his finishing. We've seen him create. We know he can pick up an assist, but I want to see him actually show some kind of intent to score goals. Like we've seen with Anthony, he can score world-class goals. We've seen with Garnacho, he can score world-class goals. We've seen Rashford score long ranges. We've seen, well, pretty much, yeah, all of those players, we've seen them score like goals from positions where, okay, not every player can do that. Pellistri, I don't know if he's got that killer instinct, and I think he needs to work on developing it. But he is showing very good signs. Stuart, Rashford has been poor, 2 really poor passes that would have been goals. Yeah, he's not had a best game, to be honest. I think I'd just about give him a 7 because that was a critical penalty. So like he'd needed to score it and he did so. But yeah, for overall play, not his best. Not his best. Kieran, Pellistri reminds me of Bernardo Silva with their playing styles similar. He's definitely got a similar dribbling style to him. And he does like to touch the byline like Bernardo Silva. Stuart, out of the whole team, all play okay apart from Rashford and McTominay. I'm giving Rashford... I'd give Rashford above McTominay because of the penalty, like I just mentioned. But yeah, both him and Rashford. Oh God, long ranger from Everton there, but it was wide. But yeah, I am giving. I do think Rashford and McTominay are the 2 standouts of people who are just a bit meh today. Really, Rashford does need to do much better. Mason scored a beauty. Man, everyone's talking about the Mason Greenwood goal. Okay, Delo down the left wing. McTominay to Hannibal. Hannibal getting hacked by Garner. Okay, we're in the 91st minute. Time has obviously died. Rashi got the pre-assist for Garnacho's goal. The problem is I'm hardly giving like Delo credit for the cross. So if I'm hardly giving Delo credit for the cross, I'm not going to give Rashford credit for like a 5-yard pass to Delo. I mean, realistically, Delo's cross... Delo didn't do that. It's not like Delo spoke to Garnacho and said, before the match, and said, oh yeah, we're going to do that thing where you score the bicycle kick. Delo's cross was shoddy. Garnacho made the most of it, and he deserves all the credit for that goal. So I don't think Delo deserves as much credit for the assist. And if he doesn't deserve the credit for the assist, then Rashford definitely doesn't deserve the credit for the pre-assist or the pass to Delo. Stuart, I think if Pellistri puts a little bulk on and has a few more shots, he will be better for it. Yeah, I agree. I agree with you there. But then again, I don't know. It's a hard one when people say put bulk on, because there are players who can still perform while not like being physically strong. Like Fernandez weighs like nothing, but he's just constantly running around the pitch. So he didn't really need to bulk up. And I don't think we're ever going to see Pellistri like shoving off right backs at any stage. Ilmi, is it weird that a Conti is playing for Everton? So basically you have 2 teams for Everton. Is it weird that a country is playing for Everton, so you have 2 teams for Everton? Ghana. I like it, Ilmi. I like it. Diego, yeah, to me, that cross was much farther out than intended. What's a pre-assist? So a pre-assist, Stuart, is essentially just the pass before the assist. Oh, Lindelof, clearance off the line. Keep that clean sheet bonus for Onana. Oh, beautiful. Guys, come on. Just 2 more minutes. Hold out so we don't concede a goal. Rashford there, by the way, completely pressing his man to get that ball out. That was good from Rashford towards the end there, in a defensive sense, though. Garnacho adjusted wonderfully to catch that. Yeah, you can tell that he's watched like videos of bicycle kicks for like days and montages. He knew exactly what to do. Imran Mason is one of the most natural gifted finishers I have seen. He is, but too many question marks. That was a miscross. Yeah, it was, Ilmi. Mason has a God-given talent. Nearly lost a clean sheet there. Mackenzie. Sancho should never have put bulk on. Yeah, I disagreed with that. I don't know why he did. But then we don't even know if that was a suggestion from the coaching staff or if he just got lazy, and we'll never know. Ten Hag looks like he's seen enough and he's ready to leave the match. He's just walking out of his director's box or wherever he is. Stuart needs to take this confidence to Galatasaray. Must-win game. Elmi, is Mason injured? Mason Mount is injured. Stuart, I think Sancho put takeaway weight on, not muscle. Wouldn't train. Yeah, I think that's more likely, to be honest. Well, a good clean sheet. It is a good clean sheet, Mr. Cali Cat. It is. Well, that'll do for me. Don't need to kick the cat for a change. Happy days. Please do not abuse any cats. We do not support Kurt Zuma here. And that is the end of the match. 3-0. Boom. So, Manchester United win 3-0. And our season starts now. It's going to be a tough one to give somebody man of the match because a lot of people had quite a few pivotal moments in that game. But yeah, I'll have a think. I'm just going to wait for all of the player ratings to come through, and then I will be going live again in about 5 to 10 minutes for shutting up shop, where we go through your guys' player ratings and my player ratings from the Discord. So, thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for a delightful stream, and thank you for being here to witness Manchester United, the greatest team to ever play the beautiful game, be the first team to beat another team 40 times in Premier League history. We've made history today, gents, and I'll see you soon. Godspeed.